Hello, everybody. I don't know if anyone's on yet. There's a bunch of people registered. No one's on, and that's fine. I'm just going to rock and roll because the recording is going to give you great value, and it's okay. I am a self-contained unit. I'm good with this. This is good. All right, I'm just going to find my slides. So today I'm going to be talking to everyone about hashtags for Instagram, because these are absolute rippers if you want to grow your account. Before there was an algorithm on Instagram, it used to just be, if you followed someone, you saw them in your feed. I mean, sure, maybe you had to scroll back a bit if you were following loads of people, but basically you just saw everything that you were following. And then in its great glory, Instagram was bought by Facebook, and then Facebook, of course, huge fans of the algorithm, decided to put the algorithm onto Instagram, which, in my opinion, it isn't as good as it was. I really loved it with no algorithm. That's a huge part of why I loved Instagram, was that it wasn't like Facebook, and that I did get to see everything, and it was really unfiltered. And so I was a bit bummed about the algorithm, but what can you do? So now there's an algorithm. We just have to figure out our way around it. And so hashtags, you probably know, hashtags started on Twitter, and hashtags were just a searchability feature. So, if you use the hashtag dog food on your post, and then later on someone wanted to find your post, they'd be like, oh yeah, that post, it was hashtag dog food. And they just type in hashtag dog food in the search bar, and then your post would show up. And then it trickled over onto Instagram. It's got a little bit of functionality on Facebook, but it's mostly a Twitter and Instagram thing. And so now you can search things by hashtag. It's really handy. I'm going to show you on the slides now how all of this works. I've got some neato slides. So share screen. Let's see. Here we go. Okay. So here we go. So when you land on your Instagram home screen, it should look pretty much like this, except it will be your account instead of mine, obviously. So you've got all these features. You've got the followers, the number of posts, how many people you're following. This is a business account, so I've got this little analytics icon. Yeah, that's a whole other discussion, whether or not to have a business account. So I won't go into that right now. Let's just stay focused on the task at hand. So that's basically what your Instagram screen looks like. Now, when you click down the bottom on this little, hopefully you can see my cursor. So at the bottom of your Instagram screen, second from the left, there's a kind of magnifying glass symbol. So hopefully, if you've got time, get out your phone and follow along with me, because it'll just make it a lot easier. If you're actually doing it, it helps make it more real than just sitting and watching me rave on to the camera, and then you will learn it. So click on that. And it should look a bit like this. I mean, it won't look exactly like this because this is based on what I follow. And then up in the top here, you have the search bar. So what do I need to say first? You're allowed to have 30 hashtags. And I recommend, when you're starting up, I recommend having 30 hashtags. And people always find that a little bit overwhelming and freaky, but don't let it get you down. 30 hashtags, not a big deal. And you don't post them in your caption, so it doesn't look terribly spammy. The go is, I have mine in notes or in some other place in your phone, and then you just copy them and paste them all over each time you post. Now, of the 30 hashtags, there's 3 different categories of hashtags. I call them like your brand hashtags, the optimal hashtags, and the top 100 hashtags. So 5 of the hashtags are going to be your brand hashtags. So they might just be like hashtag your business name. So mine is like hashtag Berta marketing or hashtag Berta. You might have your tagline. So if my tagline was like ditch marketing overwhelm, I would have hashtag ditch marketing overwhelm. Or if you have a comp that you want to run and it's like hashtag marketing visibility or hashtag 7-day healing or hashtag Instagram challenge or whatever it is, do a little search first, of course, to make sure it's not just getting used by the whole universe, and go ahead, and that will be your 5 brand hashtags. Then the top 100 hashtags, There's 5 of those you could use as well. And really, I just do a Google search and I just Google like top Instagram hashtags, and one website or another, there's plenty of them, will have a list of like the top 100 hashtags on Instagram. And the reason you only want 5 of those is, just imagine this, like the hashtag happy. It has like 393 million associated posts. So if you put the hashtag happy on your post, it's kind of going to get lost in a bit of white noise. And what is cool about hashtags is if you use them and then someone searches the hashtag and you turn up in like the top 9 posts for that hashtag. So let's just go and look and see if we can see some top posts. So when you type in this search bar here, you might type hashtag happy. So as soon as you click into the search bar, that other view, this view will disappear and it will look a bit like this, and you'll have top, people, tags, and places. So you click in search and you might type something like I typed healing, right? So, and I clicked, it would have been on top. So I clicked over here onto tags just to look at the hashtags and focus just on hashtags. So you can see like healing crystals has 605,614 posts. Hashtag healing has 5 million posts. Healing stones has a bit less. Healing tattoo has 3,000. Healing power has 32,000, right? So probably if you really felt like I have to use healing, how can I not use healing? Then totally use healing. But when you're doing your research for your hashtags, try to only have 5 or so that are in that really high range. And then the next range of hashtags are what I call the optimal hashtags. And so they have between 5,000 and 50,000 associated posts. So see how it's got the number of posts next to it. You want your 20 of your hashtags to fall in between 5,000 and 50,000. So this healing power is quite good. Healing tattoo, like if that really made sense to you, you would go with that. Healing stones is a little high, but like if you had to have it, you would still go there. So it's not a hard and fast rule. It's just kind of a guide so that you have more chance of showing up. If you look now and you search a hashtag, say you search healing, I'll just do it on my phone because I didn't take a screenshot of it, but just so I know what I'm saying to you. So click in your little magnifying glass, type in one now, like the word healing, and go to the healing hashtag and you'll see, I hope this shows up all right. It's a bit glary, isn't it? It's a bit sucky. Anyway, so this is the healing, hashtag healing. And then these are the top posts. So these 9, if you could end up in those 9, anyone who searched healing, you would totally show up. And then the rest of them are chronological. So all of these are also posts that have been tagged with healing. There's a lot of them, right? There's, what was it? 5 million. So you kind of want to use hashtags that are going to enable you to show up in the top posts. It's kind of like the golden goal, the golden goal. So play around. Like you're not going to find straight away like your hashtags are changing your life. Well, that's not true. If you can get a bunch of hashtags in that optimal range, you are going to straight away find that you're getting more comments, more likes, and more followers. It's just that people can find you. You're not just kind of like out there in the whatever sphere, in the Instagram sphere. You've sort of put a little sign up going, oh yeah, this is what I care about. And it just makes it way easier for people to find you. So do that. Find 5 brand hashtags, 5 in the top 100, and then seek out those 20 that really make sense to you. Now, if you're a bit blocked and you're not feeling really clear on like which ones should I use, you can choose a industry leader. So like say Doreen Virtue, right? She's mega. She's an amazing psychic and healer and channeler. This is her profile and you can see she's got a lot of followers. Now, if you just click on one of her posts, you'll see. So this is the post I clicked on, the boundaries post. And now these are the hashtags she used, right? Hashtag codependent, boundaries, balance, Al-Anon, self-care, giving and receiving, and assertiveness, for Earth Angels. So now these are very specific to her post. And I think that's quite cool. I mean, if you have time to improvise on every single post and choose heaps of really suitable hashtags, that is cool. Another option you could do is have, say, 25 that you've predetermined, and then you've always got 5 that you could put on an individual post. But an industry leader like Doreen Virtue is a great guide if you're just having a total blank about what the heck to post. Another good guide is someone like this woman. She has less followers, right? 1,175. But that's still like quite a good number of followers. So something's working for her, right? So also she's not following that many. So, I think that's a pretty good sign. Like if someone has more followers than they are following, they're usually an established account. Now I just tapped on one of her posts. Oh, this post. And this post is just her like playing around on Snapchat. She said she's having a party before going to bed, but look at the hashtags that she used, right? Do it for your mind, body, and soul. Crystal healer, Reiki practitioner, angel card reader. They don't really have anything to do with the post in particular. Like they definitely have to do with her feed, what she represents, and what she does. And if someone was healing crystal reading, or if someone was If someone was searching fairy reading or angel card reading, she would show up, right? So that's a great guide. It's industry leaders. So people who are either doing really well, like they're massive and they're super famous, or just someone else who's in the industry who's doing quite well, who is still using hashtags. Because once you get as established as Doreen Virtue, I mean, she doesn't really need to use hashtags, right? She's sorted. She doesn't need to do that anymore. But if you have less than 1,000 users, then you're going to need to put some effort into growing your account initially until it gets traction. Once it's got a bit of traction, once you've got 1,000 users, you don't have to try so hard with hashtags anymore. But definitely hashtags are a great way to grow your account initially. And look, that woman who had 1,700 followers, she's still using hashtags. I think it's really a useful thing simply because that's the only way people can find you. People can't find you if you don't have hashtags. You're just out there in the noise. So hopefully that's helped you. If you have any more questions about hashtags, just pop a question in somewhere or send me an email. Down the bottom of your screen, there's a green button that says Instagram course beta. So from the 2nd of January, I'm running a course, a 4-week course, and it's my beta course, which just means I haven't run it before. And it's a bit guinea piggish. It's the first time I've ever run it. Also, it's only $47 for the 4-week course, but part of the energy exchange is I would love it if you have time to also give me a testimonial and give me some feedback in the way of a survey and maybe a 15-minute interview, so I can just find out from you what really worked from you, what was good, what you needed that you didn't get, and things like that. So if you click that button underneath my video, Instagram course beta, you can get more information about the course. Even if you're not ready to do it yet, you can just see what it's about and what I'm offering. So click through there if you want. And if you would like to always know, I mean, you're following me now on Crowdcast, so whenever I'm going to be going on Crowdcast, you'll get notified. But you can follow me here. I'm on Facebook. I've got a new website, which is natashaberta.com. I'm all over the place. I hope it was helpful. Have a great day, and I'll see you really soon.